you can use your everyday driver and have a gorgeous RV behind you. And the first one we're going to cover is this beauty right here. This is the Wolf Pup 16 BHS BL. That last BL stands for Black Label. And the cool thing about Wolf Pup is they do a couple different designs, and Chris will show you one a little bit later, another Wolf Pup, but the Black Label that we have here takes it up another level. You get a whole bunch of added amenities and beauty when you go to that Black Label, one of them being the fiberglass exterior. So with the fiberglass, not only does it look nicer, but it's also going to be a lot easier to clean. One of the other added benefits you'll get on the exterior is frameless windows. You can see those right there. And I love frameless windows for a number of different reasons. One of them is the fact, again, it's just aesthetically more pleasing. It just looks really good. But another thing is the way it opens, because they kind of tilt open like this, you can have them open when it's raining and you still get some airflow inside, right? As long as it's not like a sideways rain where rain's driving into it, you'll be good to go. You can still get that airflow. I really love that. Plus, the seals tend to be kind of tucked behind the glass itself, so you get a little bit better protection against the elements. And speaking of glass, one of the things that, not just on the Black Label, but the Wolf Pup does really well is the door. I absolutely love this door. They're one of the few brands that do it. I've only really seen the Cherokee family of RVs use this glass door. It is tempered glass, it's gorgeous, it's all black. There's actually a window right here. That's one of the things I really like about it is you can't really notice during the day. It looks like one big black door, but you can see out, which is cool. You'll see it's kind of etched on the bottom as well, which I really like. Now we talk about towing this by an SUV, so we need to make sure that the weight is going to, or your tow vehicle is going to accommodate the weight. This one drives right around 3,100 pounds. So what that means for you is in order to, put stuff in there and have everyone in the SUV, you do have to have an SUV that's capable of towing 5,000 pounds. But if you do, you'll be good to go in this Wolf Pup right here. A couple of other features on the outside. This is kind of neat. They put that on there for the Black Label, lights up, just kind of a, extra cool feature, kind of showing off that you upgraded to the Black Label. You have the outside refrigerator, which, when it comes to an outside kitchen, to be honest, folks, this right here is what I'm looking for anyway, is the outside fridge. Whether it's, for juice, pop, some adult beverages, whatever you want to put in there, it's just super easy to access. And if you want to grill, you can still do that too. Put your Blackstone right out here. You're able to cook up whatever you want. Outside TV, I know that's a big one for a lot of people. You have the hookups here, but one of the really cool things they do on this Wolf Pup is you actually have a bracket for your TV mount. So what you can do is you can take that TV from inside, you can take the arm and everything right outside of that mount, bring it out over here, drop it in place, and you can have the same TV, utilize it both inside and outside. That's really nice because a lot of people will buy a second TV for outside the RV, but then where do you put it? You have to travel with it. You don't want it to break. There's not a ton of good places to put it inside the RV, so you end up putting it in your vehicle and it takes up space. As we talked about in the SUV, if you have car seats in the back, it's just a mess you don't want to deal with, so this is a huge feature to have. Again, just really simplifies the whole process if you want to watch TV outside. You also have speakers out here. Those light up, so kind of that cool little feature at night, especially with your Black Label emblem. Plus, those are tied to that multimedia center inside, so that way you can sit out here on Spotify, or if you're old school like myself and still use Pandora, you can do that too, and that'll just all be controlled by that multimedia center inside. If you have dogs that come with you, you got the leash latch right here, so that way you don't have to stake anything into the ground, or if you're on a cement spot, no big deal, just tie them up right there, good to go. 4 stabilizer jacks on here. That may seem minor because you think, well, pretty much all travel trailers have those, and you're right. But when you start getting into the smaller sizes, and this one is, I believe, about 21.5 foot, when you start to get into those smaller sizes, it's not always the case. Sometimes you'll just have 2 stabilizer jacks on the back and nothing up front, but this one does have 4 on there. Speaking of the front, let's make our way up here real quick and then we'll head on in. A couple quick things I do want to touch on. You'll see power tongue jack located right there. Makes it super easy to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Propane battery there. You have the aluminum front, so you get the diamond plating and then the aluminum all up the front too. The smooth aluminum front looks absolutely gorgeous. Coming around to this side, big pass-through storage right there, folks. Look at all that space. sorry, not pass through, but a big storage space you have for grills and chairs and anything else you want to stick in there, you're good to go. It's also wide, and you have a magnetic catch on there, so if the kids come out and rip the door down, it's not going to break off the plastic clip or anything like that. You just put it up there and forget about it. You can see the power awning with LED light strip. You can also adjust the pitch with this thumb screw, so that way if you want that for water runoff, or if you just want to kind of lower the pitch to protect you a little more from the sun, you have that capability here with the power awning. On a really windy day like today, you can wind that sucker back in nice and easily too. You will also see coming up inside the steps, you have the upgraded steps here. I love those. More ride step above, aluminum tread, large grab handle, and that brings us into the gorgeous interior. So we saw kind of some of the upgrades on the outside of the Black Label. What about the inside? Well, we have a couple things. One of them is going to be your upholstery, your fabric. A little bit different color on here than what we'll have in the Wolf Pup. You can see it's kind of a nice, I don't know, kind of light colored fabric, and then you have like the darker piping, which I personally really like. I kind of like that two-tone feel. And you again, kind of top it off with the dark back here too, but it blends very well with your tabletop and everything else we have. Also, if you look over to this side, you will see true solid surface countertops, folks. True solid surface. I mean, you can take a look here, you can see that is actual solid surface, which I love, love, love in a lightweight travel trailer, because it does add some weight. So they were still able to make sure they got it light enough and have that solid surface. Huge, huge win. Because it is true solid surface, you're definitely going to undermount that sink. You can see they went with the round bowl, but it is a very deep bowl. So if you have, you know, some of your pots, you can actually fit them down in there, which is really cool. Over to the side, they call this a hand sanitizing station. I would have called it a soap dispenser, but hey, you know, to each their own. It is what it is, right? You want to put lotion in there? Hey, you want to put hand sanitizer in there? Go for it. Makes it easy. Who needs to wash their hands? Just boop, right? Rub it in, alcohol, outside you go. Good to go. Love it. You'll also see next to that is your cooktop. You have a 2-burner cooktop, but it is recessed with the glass cover. So it's slimline, but extremely functional. I love kind of what they have done there. Another thing you'll see is right over here, our beautiful map. And what do we have? The state of Alabama. Oh, baby. Man, I tell you what, Kev, we talk about Alabama. What is there? Man, I feel like their football team could use some help. Huh. Whoa! I don't know. Oh, just kidding. Roll Tide. All right. We take a look up top. We'll see plenty of storage right up here. Darker cabinetry. And they went kind of like a gold brass pull, which I think that's really nice contrast in color there. You open it up, you can see, you know, same thing we had outside. They have another one right here, a bracket, so that way you can just kind of clip the TV in. I'll show you the main, I'll show you right now. The main one is going to be right here, folks. So your TV slides right into there. So whether you're in bed, sitting at the dinette, doesn't really matter where you are, you have a good shot to it. Another thing I want to show you is the control panel. They have an upgraded control panel on there. It's a lot simpler. Everything's kind of all built into one, plus it's Bluetooth capable, so you can hook that up to your Bluetooth or hook it up to your cell phone, be able to control your lights, awnings, things like that right from an app on your phone. Storage going across the top. Good storage too, I may add. Open that up, you can kind of see the storage space right up there. Some speakers in here. They light up here too, right? Hey, party's not just happening outside, it's happening in the camper. You'll see your multimedia center right over to this side. It does have an HDMI input on there if you have a Blu-ray player, want to throw a movie on for the kiddos, good to go. And then in the back are the 2 bunks. A couple things I do want to hit on here. One, the thickness of the mattress. Well, Ian, why is that important? Well, if you've laid on some of the bunk mattresses before as an adult, you know, at least if you're like me and you're heavy and have a huge butt, that you go right through into the wood, and then you wake up and you're sore and nobody wants to deal with that. So when you have a thick mattress like this, it's actually comfortable. So I love that they put in the bigger mattresses, because as an adult, if I'm taking this for a hunting trip, a fishing trip, you know, whatever it may be, maybe we're going on a wine weekend, something like that, I can actually lay here and still wake up without feeling like I just got hit by a bus. USB ports as well. That's a big one for the kiddos, folks. I know we go camping and try to get away from electronics, but sometimes you can't, especially on a rainy day. So right there, boom, they can just plug it right in. They're good to go. Tablets, phones, whatever kind of form of, you know, electric mind draining electronics they need, you got it right there. In the very back is our bathroom. So right here, is where I spend way too much time, if you ask my wife, so I gotta make sure I'm comfortable. And boy, oh boy am I, right? My legs have plenty of room, great shoulder space. I can sit here and play on those brain-draining electronics for far too long. And also the shower. This is a really cool one. This is part of that Black Label upgrade. Take a look. I don't know if you can get in here, Kev, but take a look at that. Oh my goodness, there it is. There it is. You got the really cool shower head, the hand wand, the body sprays. What? Have you seen a shower like this in an RV this size? Nope. But you get it in the Black Label, which is fantastic. And it's 6 foot tall. I can stand up. Now my head does touch the ceiling a little bit, but at 6 foot tall, it is still possible. So that's a pretty darn good in a smaller RV like this. As we make our way back out, I do want to show off the fridge. It is an Everchill 12-volt refrigerator. What does that mean to you? Well, one, you're gonna get more space. It's gonna be bigger. The Everchill, you're looking at about 10.1 cubic feet, I believe, rather than your standard like 6 to 8 cubic foot when you have the gas absorption fridge, so it's gonna be a little bit more space. Plus it cools down a lot quicker, and that's a huge one. And also it looks really nice, like kind of like that black look, almost like the, not quite black stainless, but it is a black look, which I enjoy. And with solar, the solar basically is just going to recharge the batteries. This sucker, because it's 12 volt, will run off your batteries. You get 2 of those batteries and you will be good to go. As actually, quick tip about solar. I was telling Tiff this the other day, and she, it's a little bit confusing. So real quick, when you talk about solar, these don't run off your solar panels, right? The solar panel just kind of gathers all the energy and puts it into the battery. It's the battery that these are going to run off of. So the reason I say 2 batteries is because you want to make sure that you have enough power that you can run this for extended periods of time. So you want that solar to recharge the batteries. The batteries are what's going to run everything inside the RV. So just in case you didn't know, now you do. And I don't know if you know this, but Kev, knowing is half the battle. All right, taking a look underneath, you will see some additional storage right there. Got to love that. Of course, our bed and everything else is up front. But folks, I'm telling you, if you're looking for something lightweight, you have an SUV, you don't want to upgrade into a truck, I completely get it. This one right here, the Wolf Pup, this is the 16 BHSBL. Again, that second BL just stands for Black Label. Great family model. You can sleep up to 5 people. Excellent option for you. But what if maybe you want something just a little more entry level? Well, my man Chris is going to show you something right now.
Hi, we're the Hambricks.
My name is Kennedy.
Jordan. I'm Monet.
I'm James.
And we're going to share how RV camping has unlocked our family travel dreams. Kennedy is boss lady, as we call her, because she's always telling all of us what to do. And Jordan is our adventure junkie. Anything high in the sky, that's all her. So for us, family travel is just having uninterrupted family time. We're really just enjoying one another, discovering new things. One thing that RVing and camping will teach you when it comes to family travel is definitely patience with setting everything up and just being in such a close quarters all the time. I need help, please. It really teaches you how to work together as a family. Making lunch is easy. We can quickly make sandwiches and snacks whenever the kids get hungry. The RV is the perfect mobile kitchen.
When you go like it,
How many strawberries you want?
maybe 5 and 5 and 5. Who's ate the lunch? Me! Okay.
So are we gonna go live on that island back there?
No.
Why not? You don't want to take a boat to school?
A unicorn.
So you'd rather ride a unicorn or a boat to school?
Unicorn. Sun! Hi, Sun.
Camping allows us to slow down while still having a great time.
What are you gonna do?
What's marshmallows?
We love doing campfires in the evenings, making s'mores, and just relaxing.
That's filtered. Cheers!
We love to be silly and have fun, and the RV gives us a built-in dance floor. It gives a sense of home base no matter where you are.
Good night, Daddy.
We can put the kids to bed, come outside, enjoy a glass of wine, and reconnect after a long day, which is something we're not able to do at a hotel. It has really just sparked an amazing love for us, a different way for us to travel that we really enjoy.
Just like what you're gonna save when you come to Camping World and the Ultimate RV Expo, my boy Ian Baker, that black label was money. Because this segment is all about those SUV towable RVs. And right now we're gonna be talking about another Wolf Pup, this one being the 18TO, which to me stands for takeover. Because this one, being roughly 23 feet long, roughly 3,800 pounds dry, is great. It'll sleep up to 5 people, has a large slide that houses a dinette and a convertible bunk sofa combo. Trust me, just wait till you see it. If you've been looking for the great first entry-level RV as a hunting cabin, a fishing cabin, something for that ladies' weekend getaway to go tour all the wineries you're gonna see up and down the East Coast, or the beach getaway, this is the one for you. So what do you say we start outside of the beautiful gray, blue, and black colored aluminum-sided Wolf Pup 18TO. Now, Forest River, I'm a fan of their manufacturing process, mainly because of the way they like to reduce and reuse. They really shrink that carbon footprint. They're being good stewards, you know, not only in the community, but also with the environment, because they know that if you're gonna go out and enjoy the outdoors, you need it to be there generational. So why not impact as much as you can, which also allows them to give you some upgrades, but pass along those upgrades to you without the price tag on it. It's a very nice feature. I like what they've done the past couple of years with the graphics. There is a coating on these aluminum siding, which is going to help keep it from fading, but it used to be brown on brown. That's gone. Now we got the silver on the blue with the black accents. And of course, with your marine grade external driven speakers, you do have that little blue light, which Forest River loves them a blue light. And just like Ian had on his black label, you still get great things like the Paul mount, which to me, that's just another way of saving additional dollars, because if you're gonna watch a TV outside, chances are you don't need it on the inside. So why not give you a way to maneuver that TV around the RV, whether you wanna put it in the entertainment area, the bedroom, or outside, you got the option to put it out here. Plus you got your 110 GFCI outlet and your cable connection for some external power. And just like the black label Wolf Pup that Ian showed you, we got the Pup kitchen with the little mini hot point fridge right here, and the little prep door or just storage door, you know, giving you some space to do a little bit of stuff outside. Well, Chris, what about if I want to put my grill out? What if I want to do some cooking? Well, you got an LP Quick Connects located under here as well. It's just on the other side of those solid steps. But Forest River also thinks about your pets, because they know they're a big part of the family, just like the kids, just like you. So you got to make sure that when they're at the campsite, they got to be secure. So right here is the leash latch, 1,500 pounds to keep those pets safe while at the campground. Or if you're like me, the kids, it'll keep them safe too. Just keep them right there. You also got the bike rack / cooler rack mounted on the back here with your 4x4 sewer hose storage. You got the beautiful backlight with the Wolf graphic in here. I like how they do this with the Cherokee products. Very nice. And of course the Bluetooth backup observation camera with those arch ceilings, the 3-inch rain nozzles that are really going to help keep the rain, the snow off the top of this camper, off of you, and of course off the slide. You do got the Solera 12-volt power awning with the LED light strip here as well with the adjustable pitch. And before we go inside, Fritz, check this out. I love when they added these to the Wolf Pups. I first saw them on the Arctic Wolf lineup of what Forest River made, and you know, Forest River and the Cherokee family. And I got to tell you, this tempered glass tinted, not only does it serve a purpose to help keep some privacy and some coolness inside the coach, it also looks good going down the road and set up at the campsite. Just such a beautiful addition that if you think about it, was just a small investment for them, but it's a huge return for you. Solid step over steps leading into the main entryway. You got your storage right here, which is also accessible from the master bed on the inside, and I'll show you that when we get in there because it's strut supported. Something that in entry-level RVs you don't really get a lot of are some of those nice features like strut supporting when opening doors and beds and stuff like that, because it's you got to hold it with one arm and stuff in. So having that, very nice feature. Hand crank, 20-pound LP tank, got that beautiful Superflex roof, as well as a diamond-plated rock guard there, giving you some protection while going down the road. Now, when we step into the beautiful 18TO, well, hey, Kev. I'm doing well, buddy. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
You just enjoying my little booth dinette over here, huh?
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And it's booth, by the way, B-O-O-O-F-T-H, booth. Take a look at the space that we have in this camper. 23 feet, 2 inches, 3,800 pounds dry, can easily sleep 4, probably 5, depending on the configuration. And I say that because I want to show you this. This is their patent pending booth over jackknife sofa. Now, the only thing that's a little bit wonky about this is not so much this plush teddy bear bunk series mattress, which when you're done, you can put it through the pass-through storage. But when you want to make this a little seating area, that slides down. You can actually take the armrests and put them here on top of the leatherette jackknife sofa as headrests. And if you're using this as a couples coach, just imagine sitting here, reconnecting, or if you use it as a hunting cabin or a fishing cabin, there is a table that also comes here that you can use, that you can pick up, or like I like to do, I like to go to the retail store at Camping World and pick up those little small tables, those little gray ones that pop up. You can get 2 of them. Works great for like the TV dinners. Let me tell you, it's absolutely awesome camping experience for the first time. These are those campers, not only the SUV towable like we said at the beginning, but these are those great ones that if all you've done is tent camp, to get up off the ground and really experience how awesome the RV lifestyle is. Plush leatherette jackknife sofa. This reduces down into a sleeper. If you're like me and you and your wife spoon when you sleep at night, you could probably get 2 adults here. Probably get 1 adult up here on the bunk. Then we come over here to the dinette. Kev, you saw how comfortable this was. These things are nice and plush. It was soft. Your little tuchus wasn't hurting at all when you were sitting over here, was it? No. This is the great reconnection spot where, when you think about it, if you just got finished cooking the camp cook meals, or you're helping the kids do the homework, or you're playing cards, you're playing the board games, you're making those memories that are going to last. And that's what RVing is all about. Sure, what you're going to get is a physical piece of metal that has beds, it has refrigerators, got a heater and an air conditioner. But at the end of the day, what you're doing is you're investing in your opportunity to grow and expand with your family. Let those memories be the return on that investment. It's not something you pick up right now, but years from now when you're sitting there talking about it, or when your kids are grown and they've picked up their first RV, that's when you realize what you did is impactful generation after generation. And you could be sitting here watching the sunset, looking at the beach, looking at the mountains. You got solid wood balances here, large panoramic windows. Both of them open up to give you good cross breeze. Dual USB charging, mushroom lights here, storage underneath both sides. And with the Wolf Pups, you're gonna get that decorative oiled bronze hinges here, solid wood construction on the doors and the drawers all the way around. Plus we got the light on the dark inlay, a nice little upgrade for 22, whereas last year it was just dark on dark. I like how they've kind of brightened the interior up. You still get that gray and white pattern inside the decor here. Got your paw mount for your TV and your entertainment, plus your driven speakers mounted in the ceiling, and the 8-inch subwoofer, because why not? I mean, when you're listening to Rock You Like a Hurricane, you want your neighbors to hear it as well. I'm just saying. Now, step into the bathroom, got the plastic bowl with the foot flush, vent and fan here, and you got the single surround shower and mini tub combo here. Kind of the wet bath, because here's your sink. You got the little shower nozzle there. Now, 6'2", I'm a little bit cramped, so you got to watch for that. But for entry level, 23 feet 2 inches long, 3,800 pounds. Come on, man. I'd trade that any day of the week. To get up off the ground from a tent into my first RV, it's a good pass. Easy to clean, slip resistant flooring here as well. And because of supplies, gone is the gas electric fridge. Now you got the 10.7 cubic foot, 12 volt Everchill fridge, vibration smart and frost resistant. And let me tell you what's great about the 12 volt fridges versus the gas electric fridge. You can probably see the look at that. Look at that beautiful cold coming off of there, Kev. It's hot down here in Florida. What's great about these is these will cool things down, whereas the gas electric fridges are really there to just keep cold things cool. That's the big difference between the two types of fridges. So this is a very nice upgrade, as is this pressed countertop that we have over here in the campsite kitchen. Got the 2-burner Keystone cooker with the glass cover. Got my 20,000 BTU furnace right there to go along with my 13.5 BTU AC that is roof mounted right here that we cut off because it's not really that loud. Well, here, I'll show you. It's not really that loud for roof mounted. You can open these vents, it will get a little bit louder there, but there we go. Let me tell you, this thing will kick out the air on you. So, cut that off. You got the little controls there to give you the temperature control. Over here, you got your microwave up top. It's a driven high output. Plus you got your storage, your driven AM/FM command center with Bluetooth, dual zone, as well as HDMI and USB. I like how we got the voltage meter up here because you do have your battery disconnect located here in the kitchen too. But having that is a great feature because that lets you know if you do get the juice pack or you get the upgrades, you know, or you get you know, solar panels to put outside to connect to the 10 amp quick connect, which is on the other side. This lets you know where the battery is. That is extremely useful. But right here, being able to control this from your cell phone is very nice. Not only that, but if you come over here, you got, just like Ian had in his Black Label Wolf Pup, you also have the Cherokee Total Control Command Center here too, that Bluetooths into your phone. You pretty much just scan this, and then you can control some of the forms or some of the functions of this RV from the comfort of your cell phone. Back to the kitchen, Kev. Check out my stainless steel bowl style sink. Now, a lot of RVs these days have those farmhouse style sinks undermounted with the apron. That's cool, I like it. But in an RV like this one, it's only 23 feet 2 inches, towable by an SUV, that would take up pretty much the entire counter space. So you really wouldn't have any prep space. Sure, you got the cutting board cover right here, that when this is in, you do get more prep space. Plus having the recessed cooktop gives you a little more prep space as well. But I like the bowl sink because if you're cleaning your pots or your pans, they're pretty much circular anyway. They fit right in there, do the cleaning. Or if you want to defrost that turkey, pop that bad boy on in there. Get ready to throw it on the grill outside. Because I grill turkey, I grill everything. I grill vegetables, I grill noodles. My wife is like, why are you grilling noodles? Because I can. Plain and simple. It's like, what, you're not gonna eat it? Just because I put the pot on the grill? That's your loss. Come over here to the queen size bed, which is nestled up front, going east to west here. We got the 110 outlet there. You do get the Furion lit on this one, which has a dual USB charging on the other side. Plus we are set up for Wi-Fi, 4GE, One Connect hotspot built in right there, because even though you do want to disconnect and get outside and really see the country the safest way possible in your RV, you also still might want to have the capability of connecting and staying connected. Side opening storage up top here. And underneath, this is what I was talking about. Look at that, strut supporting with access to the outside. All in an RV that's 23 feet 2 inches long, roughly 3,800 pounds. Can easily sleep 4 people, maybe 5, depending on how you do the bunk or how you spoon. 26-gallon fresh tank, dual 23s on the gray and the black. But for entertaining, for a hunting cabin or a fishing cabin, this 22 Wolf Pup 18 TO is right up the alley if you're looking for your first one. And just wait, we got more with the Ultimate RV Expo coming up next.
Today we're going to try something that we've never done before. We're going camping.
Roll the window down 'cause it's 80 degrees. No traffic on the road, summer life is a breeze.
This is my first time taking an RV out on the road, and I'm surprised at how simplified this trip has been.
Tastes so sweet and I can't deny it. Life's a treat, I just wanna try it. This is the good life, soak in the good vibe.
RVing allows you to be so spontaneous.
We heard that Breckenridge got a bunch of snow. We're gonna head out there and go on an adventure.
We all come alive. This is the good life, soak in the good vibe.
Let's go! Woo!
What's great about having an RV is that we can bring so much of our equipment with us.
Yeah.
Hearing the motors, smelling the rubber and everything, it's a whole experience.
The really cool thing about this RV resort is that we're right on the beach.
And there's so much stuff to do right here on site.
Yeah, this is the good life.
Cheers to the adventures.
Yeah, this is the good life.
Experience more with Good Sam.
All right, Chris, thank you, sir. Both of these Wolf Pups have been absolutely amazing. But maybe you're sitting right home right now and you're thinking, Ian, it's just the two of us. Maybe I want to tow something with my SUV with just the two of us. Well, you're in luck, because right here behind me is the 2022 Bullitt Crossfire 1850 RV. This thing's a little bit bigger now. You're gonna have to have a decent sized SUV. We come in right around 3,500 pounds dry, but man, oh man, when we get inside, you are going to love it. But before we do, we're gonna cover some of the outside features. So come on up with me real quick. And one of the things I want you to do is peer in here, and we're gonna notice a couple things. It's gonna be on the far side. So one of them, if you look on the left wall, this giant pass-through, you will see our power stabilizer jacks. I'll show you those in just a minute, but the controls are over there. Also, we have our solar controller. Cool thing about Keystone and this Bullet Crossfire is this one has your Solar Flex 200 system on there. And what that essentially means is up top, you have 200 watts of solar that are going to be standard to trickle charge your battery. What's really cool though, is if you plan on doing a lot of boondocking, you can actually upgrade this one to the 400. With that, you're going to get another 200 watt panel for 400 watts total. See what they did there? But on top of that, not only going to get a bigger controller, you will also get an inverter. So that way it will invert some of the outlets inside. I'll show you that in just a minute. Super duper cool. Right down underneath are those power stabilizer jacks, folks. And again, we have 4 of them all the way around. Super simple and easy to use, and that will stabilize the RV so it's not rocking around. That will be especially important because this one, again, when it's lighter weight, we're looking at a single axle. So you want to make sure you have those stabilizer jacks down, otherwise it will move around a little bit as you're moving. Electrical outlet will be right out here in case you need to plug anything in. Of course, that is conveniently positioned under the large power awning. LED light on there. You will also see this one is Solera, and you can adjust the pitch extremely easily. All you have to do is take this bad boy and pull it down just like so, and if you see, it will adjust it. We can do the same thing on the other side. Now, if you want, you can leave it like that, and when you pull the awning in, it will adjust itself back, no problem. That's perfect for water, rainwater runoff? Geez, why can I not talk today? Anyway, it'll make the rain go that way. How's that? Perfect. Also, if you want, you can pull them both down. That way it's going to adjust the pitch so that the sun isn't blinding you, isn't in your face like it is if I lean out this way. Coming around to the back is the main entrance, and folks, this one is absolutely gorgeous. Let's head on inside so we can take a look at what we have. Now again, bear in mind, folks, as I said, this one's a little over 3,500 pounds dry, about 21.5 foot long, and it is loaded. I mean, you have a ton of space in here. Kevin, I can do jumping jacks, I can do push-ups if I want. Is that, all right. Oh, yeah, oh.
Feel the burn, Ian. Feel the burn, baby!
But as you can see with this slide, I mean, you have a ton of space in here, which is awesome. Especially important if you have a loved one, a dog, what do you think I'm talking about, that comes with you. The reason for that, right, is because with all this space, you're not going to be tripping over the dog. Or if it's 2 of you and someone's cooking, because you have that big slide out, you can sit here, you can be cooking, you can be chopping, you can be doing dishes. Someone can walk around behind you, no problem, still get in and out of the RV. Another thing I love right here in the back, as soon as you walk in, you can see plenty of storage space. I love this. Personally, this right down here, Kev, I'm using for shoes. I'm kicking my shoes off. I'm throwing them in there because I don't want them right here in the walkway. I want them put away. It's a great spot to do it. Also, you have the fridge freezer right back here. Why do I love that? Well, because when I walk in, I can grab a cold one, open her up, slug myself down a Diet Pepsi, of course, and then head right back out. So I love being able to have that nice quick access, and again, it's kind of out of the way, but it's still easy to get to. Main control panel will be located right here. One of the things I do want to point out is the water heater. What you'll notice, this runs on both LP gas and electric. So not only does that give you a couple different fuel sources for options, but also what's really cool, you can turn both of those on at the same time, which is faster recovery. Now bear in mind, when it says electric, folks, it's not going to be 12 volt, that will be 120. So you either have to have shore power or a generator, but man, oh man, with that, it is super quick recovery, so that way the whole family, or if it's just the 2 of you or whatever, can take a little bit longer showers. In the back is the bathroom, hence the RB rear bath. If I take a seat right here, well, it's a little tight. Not terrible, right? I mean, you know, you can see here I'm kind of touching a little bit on both sides. When the door's shut though, I still have good leg room. Can definitely get done what I need to get done. As for shower space, I'll take a step in here. At 6 foot tall, no issues whatsoever. I could probably be 6'1", and, you know, I'll be rubbing on the ceiling, but still be able to stand in here. Also, I personally really like neo-angle showers. I know it's not for everyone, but here's why I like it. If I turn sideways, I can turn sideways. And you're like, Ian, well, why does that matter? Well, if you have a normal shower or a tub, a lot of times in RVs it has a curtain. What happens when you turn sideways is you get attacked by a curtain. And for whatever reason, it just grosses me out. It's slimy. I don't know if it's soap scum, if I don't change my shower curtain enough, I don't know, but I don't like it. So I can actually turn in here and maneuver and shower and do the things I need to do. Of course, with the hand wand, it makes it that much easier. You'll also see the sink over to the side. I really like this faucet. I know it's something that's minor, but I really like it. It's modern, it looks nice. It doesn't look like they, you know, picked it up from like a quality farm and fleet and threw it in there. It looks like something that was actually intentional. Underneath, you have enough space for a trash can, which, you know, my girl Trish will tell you, she agrees with me, you gotta have a spot for your trash. There it is, mirrored medicine cabinet right up top. And then back out into all this space with the AC running. We got that bad boy going because it's a nice hot floor today. Super simple to operate. The controls are right on there. You can kind of control the directional flow right there. So based upon where you are, you can, you know, again, just kind of direct what you want to cool off. Then in the slide itself, a couple things I really love. One, they got rid of carpet. And speaking of the flooring, man, I really like this flooring. It has that wood look to it, but it just, I don't know, something about it. I really enjoy it. It doesn't look like a, you know, super fake vinyl to me. I think they did an excellent job, and I love the fact they removed the carpet right here. And plus, you get this, super comfortable. You're just chilling, hanging out, watching TV. I'll show you where that goes in just a second. You have spots for your cup holders right there. And one of my favorite parts is the fact this is a trifold, right? This does become a bed. So if you do have guests and, you know, they want to stay the night, you have the capability to actually house people in here. Now, granted, you know, you're going to be in close proximity, so if someone snores, well, you're just going to have to plug their nose all night. But the fact that you do have that capability to house them, I think, is pretty cool. Now, taking a look up front, this is our main sleeping space. Couple things I really like here, too. One, kind of a cool accent wall, something we really haven't seen before. I think it, you know, the eye kind of naturally gets drawn to it, and I really like it. You'll also see space up top, and then in the back, you have shelves. This is really cool. You know, you can see that you have electrical outlets as well as USB ports. One of the things you will note is there's a little yellow sticker on there, which we can't read from here, but what I will tell you what it says. It says that is an inverted outlet. If you remember when I was outside, I was talking about that solar flex system, how it has the 200 watt panel on the roof. Well, if you upgrade that to the 400, I said it gets an inverter. It inverts some outlets. Those are part of the outlets. Why does it invert those? In case you have a CPAP machine. That way, if you're out boondocking, you can plug in right there. You'll be good to go. You get a good night's rest. You won't wake up grumpy. You won't die early. You're welcome. So, you know, it's definitely a really cool thing to have, a great system. I think that's just awesome. On both sides, again, mirrored wardrobe. I love the color palette they chose, kind of with the wood. And I don't know, what is that, a brass pole there? The brass poles, I don't know, I like them. I think they did an awesome job in here. I really like the color schemes that manufacturers are using. A table, this is super handy. There are different places to store this, but you know, I have it sitting right here, but it is intended to just pop up right in front of that couch. So if you want to have a meal, you have a place to do that. I did talk about TV, and I said I'd show you where that is, and this right here is where that will mount to. You'll see these guys. I know, why can't they use HDMI? I don't know. I don't know. It still blows my mind that, you know, we're in 2022 now. 22, yeah. But hey, if you want to, you can hook it up. There is an HDMI input on here, and there is one in the back. So technically, you can take an HDMI cable, run it back through here, have a Blu-ray player right here, plug it in, and still be able to watch a Blu-ray player. I don't want you to think that you can't do it. You absolutely can. Also, this is Bluetooth capable, controls all the speakers. So, you know, as I mentioned, if you want to play Spotify, whatever it may be, you're good to go. Now, contrary to the way I normally do things, we're actually going to end on the kitchen here, and folks, they knocked it out of the park. A ton of countertop space in this floor plan. You will see you have all this prep space over here to the side. You get the 2-burner recessed cooktop. This is going to be your thermoformed countertop, right? So it's going to be upgrade over your T-mold, and what it will allow you to do is undermount a sink. With T-mold, you can't undermount. And the reason being is because, well, then you're going to get a bunch of water and everything. It's going to soak, that wood's going to soak it right up. You have a rotted countertop, not anything you want to deal with this. You don't have that issue. Plus, it's just easier to clean in general. You know, you can just kind of do this, sweep all that in there, and you get the high-rise faucet on there too. So I love the fact it is a larger sink. You get the drying racks, which are super handy, nice and easy to put away, but also gives you that prep space when you want it. Couple of drawers there, and if we drop down underneath, you can see plenty of storage for all of your pots and pans. Lastly, we'll head right up top. You see the microwave there, your nice slimline Furion hood. Some more storage right over here to the side, so you have spot for cups, plates, whatever else you may need. You'll see the vent right up top here, which also helps let in a whole bunch of light. But one of the things I really want to point out, folks, when you start to look at some lightweight campers, you know, there's going to be some gives and takes. You can only fit so much into a smaller space. So depending on your tow vehicle, if you have an SUV, one of the most important things that you want to do is find out what your tow rating is, as well as what your payload capacity is. Because those are two very important factors, and they're measured in two very different ways. So if you don't know, if you're unfamiliar, please reach out to your local Camping World so you can bring your vehicle in. We can take a look, see exactly what your tow vehicle is capable of hauling, because we want to make sure that you are going to be safe. And the coolest thing about it is we have so much inventory right now. We are flush with inventory. I'm telling you, if you go out there, you know, I know there's a bunch of shows and everything going on. You go there, chances are that unit you're looking at's probably already sold, and you're probably going to have to order it. And I'm telling you, as we all know, right, the industry's been crazy lately. You're going to be, you know, 4 or 5 months out before you get that. With something like this, folks, we have over 40,000 pieces of inventory all throughout the country. We'll have what you're looking for. You can come in, you can sit in it, you can be like, this is the one I want, and if you want, you can drive that sucker off today. Because why not? You already have the SUV, right? You're just hooking and booking at that point. You can set up your first trip, go camping, enjoy life. Just so many great things, just so much inventory right now that we have. You definitely want to take advantage. But folks, I hope you enjoyed this segment. Again, this is RVs that are towable by your SUV. We have a ton of great stuff coming up. Trish, Tiff, Sean, take it away.